Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to go through my best bets for the 3 games in the NRL on Saturday for round 2. So the matchups we're going to look at are the Canberra Raiders versus West Tigers. Then we're going to take a look at the Cowboys versus Knights and Storm versus Warriors. Let's start with the Raiders versus Tigers. This is the Tigers' first game of the season, and I don't think there's a ton of expectation for them this year, and I think this is going to be a bit of a struggle for them against Canberra side that were performed well above expectations in round number 1 against Newcastle. They kept the Knights to just 12 points. And for this reason, alongside the fact that 7 of the past 8 head-to-head between these sides have gone under the total, I'm going to take the West Tigers team total under 18.5 points. And that is at $1.77 at BetRight. So that's the play that I'm going with in this matchup. So I was originally kind of looking at this game, more so leaning towards the overall game under at 43.5. It's moved up to 44.5. This 43.5 was what the opening line was early on in the week. And considering majority of these matchups have gone under, that's kind of the way that I was looking. However, I want to have the play more so on the side that the Tigers are going to be the team that's going to struggle to score in this game. The Canberra has won 11 of the past 12 head-to-head. And of those 12 matchups, the Tigers have only exceeded 19 or more points on 2 occasions. I think they had 22 in both of those games, so they've only just gotten over it when they have. And it's really hard to see them scoring, 4 tries in this game. So hopefully we don't get 3 converted tries and a field goal or a penalty goal, something like that, to just push it over. But I think Canberra's defense, there wasn't that much expectation with Canberra this season. They're expected to be down the bottom of the ladder, kind of similar to the Tigers. However, Canberra had a lot of effort in their performance in week 1 against Newcastle and kept a Knights side, which is a top 4, top 5 attacking side from last season, to just the 12 points in Newcastle. And we know they perform better at home. So I'm confident the Tigers should stay at 18 points or less. So that's the opening play. And then the other 2 matchups. So quick trend report, the Cowboys-Knights game. Newcastle were expected to do a lot better in week 1 and don't want to put too much weight into that performance, but I think they may struggle going to Townsville to take on the Cowboys. They don't really have a good record against the Cowboys. North Queensland's won 8 of the past 11 head-to-head. And also the home team has a really good record in this matchup, winning 14 of the past 16 with 1 draw in there as well. So away sides only won 1 of the last 16. And I don't really want to take the Cowboys minus 7.5, even though they were really impressive last week against the Dolphins. I'm more so leaning towards taking the Cowboys just to win here. And then the Storm Warriors game. The Warriors struggled against Cronulla last week, and the Sharks are a good defensive side, as we've seen so far this season. So not reading too much into that, but I think the Storm, who have a really good record, they've won the past 14 against New Zealand. I think the Warriors are going to struggle to score in this game. But I don't really love the Storm to win by 6 points, 8 points or more. So what I'm going to do for this matchup is I'm going to take a multi between those 2 sides. So I'm going to take the North Queensland Cowboys to win into the Melbourne Storm to win, pays $2.09. This isn't something like I do all that often throughout the season. However, the reason I'm doing it here is because we obviously saw quite a lot of upsets in round number 1. So I'm not going, and also the opening round as well. So I'm not going to get too involved in every single game. So if there is an opportunity to double up a couple of teams, then I'm going to look to do that. But I think with these 2 matchups, the Cowboys and Storm both have good records against their opposing sides and should be good enough to win their games at home. So at better than even money, I'm happy to have that as the second bet for Saturday. So those are the 2 plays I'm going with. West Tigers under 18.5 team total. And also the other reason also I like the Tigers, I just remembered as I was bringing it back up, was with the new halves pairing for the West Tigers. I think they may struggle, especially early on opening game of the season, to get their attack going, where Raiders have already had that opening game because the Tigers had the bye last week. So I think Tigers half pairing may be a little bit of a struggle early on, and we already know they struggle to score points, only averaging 16 a game last season. So that's the quick wrap up again of the Tigers game. So that's Tigers under 18.5, and then North Queensland Cowboys into the Melbourne Storm to win, paying $2.09. If you're following along, good luck. If you like videos like this, make sure you like, and then also to let me know, and then subscribe if you want more videos like this, because I'm going to be posting my bets. If you guys enjoy following along and like looking into the reasoning why we're putting bets on certain games, and that's my goal of posting these videos, is to pass on that information so you guys can make profits betting on the NRL this season. And tomorrow, the preview for the Sunday games will be out with my bets for those games. So keep an eye out for the notifications for those.